Hi guys, it's Candace. Welcome back. Okay, we are going to make a envelope, but with some hidden, well, just extra tuck spots. We're going to use some, oh dear Lord, one of the dogs running down. We're going to use a sandwich bag, a lunch sack, I guess you call it, some book page we need. This is one of the book pages I'm going to use, which my book page measures 7 3/8 by 10 1/4. This is the book that I've got this one from. You got to go lay down and wait. Go on. And then I have some washi tapes that I want to use, and twine. Well, this is, I guess it's baker's twine because it's softer than regular twine. So let me just put that over there for now. And then this is one of the cutout tabs that was on one of the Junk Journal Studios kits. So that's what I used on this one. So let me show you this one real quick, and then we will get to making it. So this is the little tab that I put on here. And then, oops, you open it. We have part of the lunch sack here, and then we have 2 pockets, and then you know how we always have these extra little skinny strips? Well, these fit perfect. I know I haven't decorated them, but these are the, these are the 2 that are going in there that I will eventually decorate. And then here we have, this opens, we have a pocket here. We got part of our lunch sack there with a pocket in the middle. And then we have a pocket in the back, and then this goes around, and I decided to put a little eyelet in there and then tie it, but you can always put, you know, the double little thing and do your little figure 8 thing. But anyway, okay, I might have to, you know, reference that, so let me leave it open over there. Whew, hope y'all having a good day. Yeah, it's starting to thunder out there. Oh. Yep, it's supposed to get more rain, more rain, more rain. Hold on, let me get my score pad because I need my big one. Alright, so we're going to take our book page, and I think I want the words on the outside. Alright, so where's my score pad? Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to score. I know I gotta bump it a little bit away from the wall, because you know this thing doesn't measure up against the wall. So I'm gonna score it a 1/2 inch on each side. Okay, and then we make sure this is gonna be my bottom, and then this is gonna, oops, make sure I'm in frame. So this is going to be my bottom, that's going to be my top, so my words are right. So my bottom, I want to score at 3 3/8. 1 2 3/8. You know, gently score. Don't want to push too hard, or you'll be scoring right through your thing and cutting it by 2 1/2 for my top. Okay, and then we'll put our scoreboard up. And then we're just going to bend our sides in. I know I might have too much junk sitting around right there, but I am going to need that. This is my trash from last time. This is all that you have left over from your book page when we're done. So we're folding that over. Finding my 1/2 inch, there it is. And this is a real good thick book page. Okay, and then I'm going to fold it up, and oops, yeah, it's straight. I'm like, it didn't feel straight. And then, and if you want, you know, crease it with your bone folder. See, I remember what it was called today, because I didn't have it in my hand. If I had it in my hand, I wouldn't be able to tell you, what is this thing called? So, alright, so we're just going to go ahead and flatten it a little bit with our bone folder. Yep, that's right, see? I'm going to remember the name of this thing before it's all said and done with. All right, so that's, and in case you want to see these little things, this just is the measurements. If your book page measures, whoop, there, can you see now? I know my lights are bad in here. There you go. If it measures 7 3/8 by 10 1/4, then you want to score your top at 2 1/2, your bottom for 3 3/8, and then 1/2 on each side. So that's that one. All right. I gotta pull my sleeves up a little bit. Ew. All right, now what I found here, I decided, because yes, you know, I had to make that prototype because it had to go smoothly. We'll see how smooth this jagged road goes. But I just went and marked, because I do want to cut that out for the extra bulk. And then I mean, a very hair angle right there. I got washi tape on my fingers. And then here, very hair angle. And then the same thing on here. Oops. We want to do a very hair angle from the top. And then we're going to cut this little piece out. And then here, where's my, there it is. Got to find my little crease, a very hair angle. And we'll cut that out. So this is our only waste. So we're going to throw that in the trash can. And then can you see just the little hair angles on all of these? I've got a long sleeve shirt on that's going to drive me crazy. Okay, so now's the time, if you're an inker, to go ahead and ink. So we're just going to ink around our edges and sides. I guess I need to take my lid off if I want some more. And the whole reason for the folded in edges is just to give it a little of a pleat. So, you know, it's a little thicker so it opens up to put a little more in there, and you don't have, it's not so snug. Okay. And then we got to do the back. And I got this book either thrift books. Well, since there's not a thrift book sticker on there, there's a good possibility that I got it from Abe's book, like Honest Abe, A-B-E, Abe's books. And I think, well, anyway, when I'm done with this, I'll show you, because I try to keep the little receipt in there, and I will look, because I think I remember seeing it flopping around in the back of the book. I think it was Abe's or World of Books. I don't know. I get so many that I mess with. Okay. And then I want to put a large little hole in here. Yeah, I know. I got to measure. So I don't know if I'm in frame, but I'm just down here at the bottom of my thing getting my center. And then this is the 3.5 inch punch. Now if you don't have a punch, you can always use like the top of any round thing. You have a lid, you know, a jar lid. You know, save them. If you find that your jar lids are large enough, you can put it on there, and then just take your craft knife as I knock everything over and just score around it, and then that way you get some of the larger thumb holes and stuff. Oh, good grief. If you don't have all these extra punches, trust me, you don't use them enough, but when you do have them, they're nice to have. But I sure could have used a jar lid and saved lots of money, but no, that was in my card days, and you know, I went crazy when I got into it. I go overboard in everything I do. Imagine that. That's how I decorate too. All right, so we have all of our things, and I'm just using this as a flat envelope. I mean, you can always go cut, angle the edges off or make it round, but then, your inside's going to be a little different. All right, so let me put that up there so I don't lose it. Get these strings out of my way. All right, so now all I did, this is what's left in my bag because I used it on the first one I made. So let me open it up so I can get both things out of there, because one lunch sack will get you 2 envelopes. If I can get them open. Ooh, crud! Got to open it straight, Don't rip. Just be gentle, because you need... See, I wish I wouldn't tore, because I think I'm still going to be okay, though. Don't get overzealous. All right, so I just came in here, set it down to see where I wanted it, and then I want a little bit to hang out, so I did that, and then we're going to cut it on the insides of there. So let's trim it. Oh gosh, wait, I gotta find my stinking marks. Oh, there they are. There's one. And there's the other one. Alright, so we got that. Oh, I don't know about that other one. And then here. And then we're going to put it back in here and make sure that's what I want, which, yes, it is. I mean, it's not quite straight. Imagine that. It's a lunch sack. They're never quite straight. You can really take some time and measure and all that good stuff, but no. Okay, so now, before we glue everything together, on the back, I want some washi tape back here just to reinforce the top so you can see. So I know this one tends to tear if I do it too fast, so I had to do it slow. And yes, I'm going to use 2 different kinds of glue just because I'm special like that. Y'all should know that by now. Well, come on, you had the little pin in there. Golly Moses. Anything to waste time, huh, guys? Come on. There you go. Obviously had some gunk in there. Let me clean that off right there. Alright, so let me put my little washies on here. Yeah, I didn't film yesterday, I know. That's why there was no film. And usually I have fed the dogs by now, so they're hungry, and it might turn into hangry soon, but I got to do this so I can get it uploaded. So we have that. And then this one, I just took some book page, and I'm gonna tear off, oops, I've got some stuff falling down. Tear off a little bit. Let me get my napkin down there. Now I don't want this extra on there. Alright, because we're going to be cutting out a little notch. Now on the first one that I had, I used the jagged cut edge on the lunch sack. So, but this one I don't have it. So we're just going to use our little hole punch and make our own. We'll be just fine. We're going to use up this whole sack. Well, not, well, I don't know. Depending on what's left over, we might put in our scrap bin. I tore the smithereens out of it. Alright, I got to give that a minute to dry before we go punching holes in it. So let me just do a little inking on the back. And I know we're going to have to re-ink on here after we punch our hole, but I gotta give myself something to do while I'm waiting for that glue to dry. Take this shirt off. Okay. Alright, so we have that. Now, come on. Dry with me, dry. I guess there's enough room. Okay, so since there's enough room to put whatever we're going to poke a hole with it on there, in there, if that made any sense, we're going to go ahead and just glue our sides and bottom. I know this one's folded, but if you don't have a fold, just go ahead and put a little extra glue to reinforce it there. And then we'll just make sure this is back to where it's supposed to be and smush it. Smush it real good. You know, if you want to get crazy, you can stamp on here. I mean, you're really not going to see much, but hey, you might want to overdo it. Like I usually do on my stuff. So, alright. I know you're not going to see this, but I'm just wasting time, Still feels a little cool. Cool to the touch. Because you know, my 2-inch one does not like cool to the touch stuff. Let me go ahead and measure my center. Because, you know, still, I don't know. We're going to try it. Hey, it did good. It did good. Alright, let's just ink around there. So that one's done, and we'll attach that in there. And I'm starting to crumb already, people. Oh. Okay, so now we're going to glue this in here. And I want just a little bit to hang over so you can tell, you know, that the bag's in there. So this is where I'm going to go ahead, because I've already, you know, psychosomatic myself out. Maybe if I use this and let it dry, but I've done that before, and, you know, we're not going to get down there. So I'm just going to, oh, darn it. I gotta come and do just, oop, can you see? Just a hair angle on here too, because I just don't want those to show. I totally forgot about that. Just, I mean, a smidgen. Oh, that side had it. Oh, that's what I just did. Duh, you're so stupid sometimes, Candace. Oh, I swear. I went to college for 2 years. That was a long time ago, though. I'm old. Oh, all right. Now that I've, you know, just did that a little bit, and I'm just gonna, I don't know. Anyway, I feel like inking because I've lost my mind. So now we've done that. That's my top. Geez, make sure you glue the right ends. So now we're gonna come back in here and glue our scrap, and we're gonna put some glue on this glossy book page. It's not like overly glossy, it's medium glossy. And put a little on the bottom of here. And that's just so whatever, if you put anything little in there, it doesn't fall out while it's in the pocket. And then we're just gonna come put this in here so it stands out just a little bit over our page. Oops. Try not to tear your thing up. Obviously, part of my lunch sack needs to be glued down. You know, just like your envelopes, they have that extra piece of paper. Alright. So, and before I, you know, pull or mess with it, I have to let this dry before I mess. But you have this pocket, that pocket, and you can, oh, that's a whole nother thing. You could always do a flip down and just put a pocket there. You could journal. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to do that another time. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, Vern? All right, so now we're just going to go ahead and glue this to here. Because, you know, this one's a double pocket, but I really like the idea of my flip down. But then, you know, you'd have to take a little more time and measure because, you know, this isn't quite even because, you know, like I said, lunch sacks aren't even. But that would be pretty. Ooh, I'm squishing glue everywhere. Hold on. Okay. All right, so we have that on there. We're going to let that dry. All right, now, let's see if I have enough of this. I don't know. I tore the mess out of it. But I can go this way, Candace. Oh, I don't know. Shoot. We might have to do a little repair job. Oh, because I got overzealous on it when I was ripping it. Let's see. Can we... Nope, that's too bad back there. All right, well, we're going to have to do a little repair job. Okay, so... I want to cut on here. So let's see what we get with this cut. And then we'll just have to do a little fixing on my, oops, you know, it helps if you turn it the right way to cut it too. Where's my mark? Where's my mark? Hello? Oh, right there. Oh, I know. Okay. So let's see if I got to trim it down some more, which it looks like I'm going to have to because it's hanging over, which is fine and dandy. Since, you know, I got that torn top. All right. Woo, don't put my, almost got my finger. Man, when I told y'all when I got my guillotine way back when, you know, it's got that little thing on there, but I had my finger on the end, and I mean, just came down with all the force, and thank God I had fingernails, because it literally, I mean, the very edge of my fingernails. And if I didn't have fingernails, I would have had my finger over a little bit further, and I'd have chopped my stinking top of finger off, but luckily I did not do that. But yeah, it made me understand. Pay attention with the guillotine. Alright, I'm going to have to trim that back off because, you know, we're not straight. But we'll be okay. I need to repair it first. So, but I am going to be cutting it here. And let's get a little piece of, I had some scrap from my first one. Hold on, I'm getting it. It's underneath all my junk. And let's see. I don't want it to show on the front. So we're going to put it on the back. And heck, it's not going to hurt to put the whole thing on there. So let's just... Let's cut it straight at least. And then we'll just glue this on the back of there and repair our... Oh, Lord, Jake's coming back down. He's like, okay, hey, Mom, I'm hungry. My tummy's growling. What's up? We're fed by now. I know, I'm coming. I'm trying to get this finished. I mean, we're still going to have washi on the front, but, you know, it was quite the tear, so we need to do a repair to our tear and not pull it apart. Oh, dear Lord, come on. See, you can save all this time and grief if you just don't rip too hard. Okay, so now, let me cut my little side off. I know this is a lot of fidgeting and whatever, but it's a Candace project. What can I say? There's always extra steps and stuff. And see, you can even tell how uneven that is. So let's just put him in here and try to get it a little better. And I don't like this part showing, so I'm going to put it in the back. I know, see, I'm getting picky, but I'm picky. I know I use that glue, which is going to take forever to dry, because it does take longer than the other one. Alright, okay, so, and I want to make sure I go this way, so my papers doesn't catch on the back. Alright, so we're going to put another strip of this on the back so it matches our front. Oops, I hope I'm in frame. Okay, so we're going to put this washi on here. Then let's make sure we're gonna fit, which we are. So now I'm gonna go ahead and let me just go ahead and ink on the back. I know, like, it really makes a difference, but you know, us inkers, when you ink, you know you did it, so that's all that matters, huh? All right, and then we're gonna glue our sides together. Alright, now I'm going to come with this other washi that's got green, but just a tad pink. I know y'all are tired of pink from the last one, but we're going to put a little some green with some pink in here. I know I still got the one pocket to finish and then do my cover. That will be this evening's job. Okay, and then we're just gonna put this on here. Alright, and while that's drying, let's just ink around it. And then we're going to come and attach it to its sides. And then we've got to put some glue on the back so our tags don't fall out. Okay. Let me just make sure my glue didn't seep out inside on my little hinge things. No, I'm good. And then down here is good. We got our front, this one, our back. Oops. It's gonna take a minute now. Like I said, these glossy book pages, you know, you just got to be patient to for your glue to adhere. I can feel this one still seeping out. Guess I need to just back away, leave alone. So we're going to do that. So that's our little envelope. And then we have this. Since I printed this on 32-pound paper, I wanted it to be a little thicker for when I put it on here. So I just went and took a double piece of book page, and I'm cutting it the width of this to go in there. And mainly just so I can, my eyelet has a little something to grip, some, you know, some oomph to it. So we're just going to glue this together. And then glue it to one side of here. And then which one? This is going to be my front because I like all the writing on there. So I'll glue it to the back. And I'm going to throw that one in the trash can because, you know, I don't think I've got plenty of the book page for that little bit. Now let me just measure my center. I know you don't have to be so, but I have to have my middle. And then we're going to glue on the back. We're going to glue the back down. Ay, 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 ay. And we're just going to butt it up to our little tab part. I knew I was going to make it in 33 minutes. Okay. And take my little Betsy. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this one on this side. I don't know who I like best. I just know that it does take a little longer for this to dry. So now, which is probably a bad idea, but I'll put it on a little bit thinner. Because, you know, I got to poke my hole in there. Alright, let me set this aside. I'm done with that, so we'll put our top on. I know I'm stalling. You know, and you could always, depending on what your book page looks like, you know, you could always put some more washi on the front, but I just thought it would be pretty with just the words on there from the beginning of the book. Okay, and then on this, I kind of sort of measured it. Oops, kind of sort of tearing my, I know. I went around 1, 2, well, I might just have to give up this thing and put it back on there because I'm making a mess. Okay, so anyway, where'd it go? Just because I'm tying it, 1, 2, 3, 3.5. I guess I can roll this and put it inside so I know where I got it from, in case anybody ever asks. There we go. That works just fine. Okay, I'm probably going to have to trim some of them because, you know, I should have measured, but well. Alright, so it's not wiggling anymore. So I'm going to use a brushed silver one. And these are the small eyelets. And I got these from Hobby Lobby when they were half off because it's the, I think it's a Spellbinders thing. But I'm sure, you know, Hobby Lobby's got wise to that one now and have taken their, Paper Studios, and taken that off of, you know, the label like everything else they're doing. Or yeah, they're sneaky and underhanded, aren't they? All right, so let me just put my little hole in there. And then put a little eyelet in there. And smush it down. Alright. And then I kind of let, you know, like 6, 7 inches or so hang off because the top is longer than the, you know, the bottom to wrap around. Oh, I think I went this way. No. Shoot. Which way did I go? I don't know. We'll go this way and see. Because I don't do it the same way each time, so I forget. Alright. And then our longest one is going to go around the back. And then our short one on the front is going to tie, you know, it's where we're going to make our bow. So that will be this. And then if these strings are just too long for you, then, you know, trim them off. But that's our little pocket. I guess we have, I don't know, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pocket envelope. I got washi everywhere. So we have a 5 pocket envelope. I guess that's what we're going to call it. It's because we've got 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. Yep, I'm going to have to, I did not glue that little part down. And that's going to bother me. So let me just go ahead and operate on there and glue that part of the lunch sack down. So there you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And when I get to the next journal that I'm making, we will decorate our cards and stuff based on the paper that I need. So there you go. Not too bad. All right, so y'all have a great day, a blessed day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing some of your time with me. Thank you for letting me share some time with you. And on the next one, I think we'll do, like I had, you know, accidentally oopsed on the flip down one, but I have to, you know, find my other parts and pieces for it. But I think that would be pretty. And then we will use one with more flowers on it, because this is, I think these are my only 2 I had in the beginning of the book that had words and stuff on there. But all right, so here's some kisses, here's some love, and I will see y'all in the next one. And y'all have a great day and a blessed day. Bye, guys.